keeping up with the Commodore, 'cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.
The Commodore 64, now in a home family pack. A family pack containing the world's #1 selling home computer.
Your mission, Hiryu Strider, one man carrying one sword, is to infiltrate the Russian Red Army and send back secrets that could save the world. This may not sound like a fair match, but when that man is the iron-strong, titanium blade-wielding Strider, it will be the Russians that think they are outnumbered. But take note, this is not the Russia of Glasnost and Perestroika. It is set in the future where the KGB guards wield laser rifles and are joined by deadly robot gorillas. The first level takes place in futuristic Moscow, with automated guns, troops and laser rooms to beat. Later levels, including the icy wastelands of Siberia with said robot gorillas, southern lowlands patrolled by Amazon women, and lots more. Your only weapons are the flashing titanium sword, and when you pick it up, an orbiting droid. Strider is without doubt the most athletic hero you will ever control, as he jumps and somersaults his way through the game's scrolling screens. After all, the world's been saved before, although this time you'll do it in style. As you leap over the walls of Moscow's Red Square, or over the frozen peaks of Siberia, even the smallest jump is replaced by a perfectly executed triple flip. When in battle, Strider's sword sweeps into an arc of death and flashes so quickly that human eyes can only detect a blue stream of light as yet another enemy falls. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration on the Commodore 64 version, but check this out. A great power fantasy can be a wonderful thing, and in this respect, Strider should have been one of the best. The arcade game follows a ninja so fast and skilled that he's able to cut down a squad of enemies without ever slowing to a walk, and at full speed, with a swinging sword, Strider's raw energy was a joy to control. Everything about this game, from the music and sound effects to the pure fluidity, made it one of my favourite arcade games ever growing up. If you ever see this game in the arcades, and for some crazy reason you've been living under a rock and never played it before, I highly recommend you give this a go for sure. As I mentioned earlier, the game does help you get started by giving you a droid that circles around you and acts like a protective shield. But very soon you're on your own, and must battle through the heat of the lowland jungles, guarded by axe-throwing women, before a final battle with the giant robotic gorilla. During your epic struggle, you'll encounter a host of enemies, including laser gun emplacements, heavily armed KGB agents, saber-toothed tigers, to name a few. It was a bit cheeky splashing the awards for the Amiga version of the game over the Commodore 64 packaging, and is, to say the least, misleading. Many companies used to do that, but with the Amiga version of Strider winning so many, this is a particularly bad example. The Commodore 64 version wasn't awful, but it certainly wasn't a gold medal winner either. But you can see here why it would have been awarded one on the Amiga. Saying that, the graphics are quite attractive, while the great music has been faithfully recreated thanks to Mark Tate, originally composed by awesome Capcom music composer Junko Tamiya. Obviously, I don't expect Strider to claim to come anywhere near close to the arcade version, but it easily humiliates the Amstrad CPC port, and the Speccy version for that matter, and delivers an experience certainly greatly reduced in its content, but which has the merit of being playable and relatively engaging. It's a shame that the title doesn't offer the full original experience. It probably has the means to do so. I mean, just think Turrican. My only gripes were the absence of hostile elements such as the landscapes originally full of action, which feel arid and uninhabited. Also, there's zero running and acrobatics of the protagonist with slowdowns, even in the presence of 3 sprites. But I'm not going to knock Teotech's design too much, as it was still a decent enough game at the time. I admit, I tend to look at these games through rose-tinted specs, but I can never truly come to hate any game for the Commodore 64. but I'll have to admit, you're better off playing this either on the Sega Megadrive or the arcades for the full experience, and maybe go for something like Turrican for the Commodore 64 instead. But these are just my opinions, remember? Thanks for watching, guys. What did you think of Strider for the Commodore 64? Were you in agreement that this game unfortunately lacked the gameplay it deserved? Oh, and let's not forget how difficult it could be in places too. Hit the like button and let me know in the comment section. As always, a massive thank you for your continued support, and don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the nostalgia. With more videos coming daily and another one right now, it'd be great to see you there. Until then, bye for now.